Well, at Mars Belgium, we have achieved a perfect gender balance over the years. 54% of all associates are women, and 59% of all our managers are women. And on top of that, in terms of management team, we have a perfect balance of 4 and 4, 50 and 50%. But gender balance is, for me and probably for most of the associates, a kind of evidence. What people value is the fact that you reflect the variety of the society in terms of diversity and in terms of gender balance. And moreover, 50% of our consumers are female, and more than 50% of the main shoppers are female. So it's more than normal that you reflect this in the structure of your company. Well, I must say it's a team effort. But first of all, I would say we have walked the talk. I mean, I would take the example of the management team. In 7 years' time, we have achieved a perfect balance of 4 men and 4 women. And starting from 7 years ago, we had 2 women only in the management team. And that means that you can cascade this down at all levels, and that you also create a kind of balance at the top, which will ensure the continuity and will show the way. And that's very important. My role is more, I feel, more than imposing, more connecting people and ensure that the values of this company, which are very strong, are applied at all levels. I feel myself, as I said, more as a coach that inspire more than that leads. Je suis plus un animateur qu'un dirigeant, I would say in French. And this means that we have to encourage women to go for promotion and to create the necessary flexibility in our ways of working to achieve that. And what we also introduced is a principle of fun. And this is very important to create a culture of reward and recognition. And what I experienced is that women are very sensitive to reward and recognition. Well, there is no real resistance as such, as we have a very egalitarian and modern culture. The resistance, I would say, is more in the practical organization or in the work-life balance that is specifically important for women. And we have installed a certain number of initiatives like flexible hours, part-time work, and in internal support, such as an ironing service that we have installed here in the office. But what we saw, we had a Great Place to Work survey, which is a culture audit led by the Vlerik School. And we saw that on work-life balance, the score was only on a 100 scale at 64. That's why we had an action plan, and what we did, we created work groups to establish an action plan on the specific issues. And what we did, for instance, is reducing the number of meetings and also respecting the meeting hours. What we did also is to create some clarity around home working and increase flexibility around working hours. And the year after, the score already raised to 70%. What I also noticed is that women profile themselves less for promotions. So what you have to do, you have to be very vigilant to their potential. You need to take initiative, proposals to encourage them to apply for promotions. And that is very, very, very important. Je moet ze gaan halen. Il faut aller les chercher parfois. women are really an asset and an enrichment for a company at all levels that you can't miss. It brings you really additional competences and potential. They are a big opportunity for enlarging the scope and the vision of the company, and they will definitely improve your business results.